Hello and welcome to Getting Candid with me, your girl Helen. A reminder for you guys to keep subscribing to the channel and turn on the bell so that you don't miss out on anything that we upload on this channel. Today I'm chatting with a guy that has been giving us great music, danceable music, and he's been doing so well in the Zambian music scene. Surprisingly, I've never had a chance to talk to him, to chat with him. It's the first time we're talking. I'm talking about Nezlong. Join me on the other side as I chat with him. Welcome back. I'm here with Nezlong. Hi.
Hi, what do you do?
How are you? I'm good. Good to have you on the show.
Thank you, thank you.
I was just thinking, how come I've never had him? Maybe it wasn't
why?
time, maybe
Why?
now.
Why?
Time. Sometimes it's just not time.
Helen, why?
Maybe I'm not just ready to, I don't have enough questions. I'm thinking, yeah, so I think this is the right time.
So when I'm talking about questions that I'm
Okay, it makes sense.
Yeah.
How have you been?
I've been great.
Yeah?
Great.
How's the music business going?
Well, the strong survive. I think I'm amongst the strong.
That's good, that's good. Okay, so let's go from the beginning. Firstly, you're from Matero as well, eh?
Yeah.
Born and bred?
Born and bred in Matero,
Serious?
yeah.
You only moved now or you're still there?
I moved from Matero, I think, in 2018.
Okay.
Yeah, early 2018 is when I moved from Matero, and I had been there like most of my life.
Your whole life, literally.
Once upon a time in my senior secondary school, part of my senior secondary school, I did it on the Copper Belt when my mom retired, and we moved to the Copper Belt. We're living at a farmhouse, some farm areas in Bwalya.
Okay.
Yeah, when I completed my education, I came back to Lusaka and maintained being a Matero boy.
So that's why you met Bobby and them, Flex Bumali.
Yeah. Those guys were from Chunga. Yeah, and Bobby had a studio then, a record label, No Intro.
I don't know why I always think, like, I know I'm always corrected, like, oh, Chunga, Matero, I just feel like it's one place.
Well, the same constituency at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But constituency, I got divided the two. Yeah, so basically, Bobby had like a record label called No Intro back in the day, and that's where I met Flex Bumali on the court. We used to play basketball together.
Okay.
Well, basically, he used to be like a person, like a big brother who used to like coach me and train with me, like when I was in grade 9 at a very young age. At the time, he was like a senior guy playing in the ZBA.
Oh, nice.
So we used to meet a lot on the court, like practicing in the morning, you know, when I thought I was going to play in the NBA, yeah.
The dream died.
Yeah, no, it didn't die. I just shifted it to music.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically, I discovered that he does music, and I told him I really would like to get into a studio.
Major talent.
Yeah, and then when I was in grade 10, he was the first person to ever take me to a studio. Okay. Which was No Intro Studios at the time. Yeah, and that's how I met Bobby and Yobe, Francia.
Okay.
That squad, yeah.
Okay.
So, going forward, when they closed down that studio and they were working with Blazer, we're still mates, but at some point they were on the Copper Belt and I was in Lusaka. And when they came back, I had established my own studio as well. Okay. From frustrations from some studios, which I can't make mention. This thing where, like back then, when you go to an established studio, even if you pay, you know, like it was very hard to be actually respected for what you...
Because you're not known.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I got a little frustrated and I decided, let me just go and try and establish my own studio and learn how to produce music. Yeah. That's how I started teaching myself how to produce. I bought a little PC. I was using like a stereo from like a home stereo system. Started teaching myself here and there, and there's like some guys, like there's a guy called Blaze, there's a guy called JB, and even Yobe actually taught me quite a lot in my music production. And I would visit like these big studios and maybe pick up a few tips here and there. That's how I caught up on production. Later on, I then recruited Stash to work with me. And the time that
really?
Yeah, at the time that I recruited him, he was in grade 10.
Okay.
Yeah, he came to visit in Lusaka. And then he was supposed to travel back to the Commonwealth. He just came to like holidays. And then I talked to the elder sister. I was like, this guy has to stay. He's mad skilled.
Yeah.
He has to stay back. And then she was like, no, but he has to get back to school. And I was like, can I find him a school place in Lusaka?
Wow.
And she was like, if you manage to find a school place before Friday. And that was like on a Tuesday.
So you had to start looking.
Well, it wasn't much of a hassle for me because I knew a lot of people who play basketball and they were like basketball coordinators in different schools. So it's easy when you're like, I don't know about now, but back then when you're in sport, through a coordinator, you can easily get a school
Yeah,
place.
that's true.
Yeah, so I used that connection and got him a school place at Bwalya. Yeah, in like 2 days. And everything, his uniforms and everything was
Yeah. You were being smart. You were being.
That's
that
how I
was
stayed
good.
back. That's how I stayed back, and we started working together. Like, it was just all fun at the time, you know, like just trying to have fun and make music and whatnot. Because at the time, I was just looking at the fact that this boy should complete his education first, and then we can like try to do bigger things. But even in as much as he was doing his school, he's been so passionate about music.
Yeah.
He was so passionate about music that he still made dope beats back then. You know what I mean?
I used to hear like Stash on the beat, and somebody told me that he's actually a very young man.
Yeah,
And
but not so young now. But he's
yeah, but then like I
then.
think that was like 2016, 20,
Yeah, by
2015. I don't know.
20, he clapped school in 2015.
Yes, somewhere
Yeah.
there. Somebody's telling me that he's a young man. He just finished school. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
and
good.
That's how we started pushing music together.
Yeah.
When these guys came back to Lusaka, Bobby came and joined us. We had K-Dash as well, who I'm actually working on, like right now on my album. We teamed up, started making music. Dave joined us. At the time, we recruited Dave before he actually went to XYZ.
So it sounds like the whole team that went to XYZ at that time, you guys were like...
Yeah, we had formed a team from material first.
Okay.
Formed a team. First up to be signed was Bobby. He got signed to XYZ, and then like our label Blackout has been affiliated to XYZ like, ever since. And there came a time when we felt like, you know what, we can only do so much for an artist, and we have hit the ceiling with Dave.
Yeah.
Let's push him to XYZ so that at least he grows bigger. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And we pushed him to XYZ, and well, he grew, and he was still part of the, like everybody still, like whenever you speak about XYZ, you speak about Blackout, we've been just like one big family.
Yeah.
But the two artists that got signed from our squad was Bobby and Dave.
Okay.
But still, we handled like a lot of their production, because I'm a producer as well. We handled a lot of their production. Like we actually produced like all of Bobby's albums, me and Stash. And part of Slap D's Black Now White 2. I think no, actually I think 60% of that album was produced by me and Stash.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. That's quite a story. You mentioned being like when your mother retired. You just grew up with your mother.
Yeah. I was mommy's boy.
Yeah.
Last born.
Where was your father? Late or?
My mom and my dad divorced in 2002.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was raised by a single mom.
Okay.
My dad is around. He's a cool guy. He has his faults. I mean, I'm grown now. I understand.
Okay, you know what? Let's take a break. Let's take a break. Alrighty guys, welcome to the next big thing. Today I'm not featuring an artist or anything like that, but I'm featuring a very inspiring lady, Memory. Memory gave me her names and they were so long. I want her to say them herself. I want you to say all your names.
My name is Memory Mumba Mbanga Mwanza.
Guys, how do members come up with all these names? That's a whole sentence. So I'm telling her that that's not a name, that's a sentence. But anyway, Memory, we'll stick to Memory. I'll call you Mwanza.
Oh, yeah,
Mbanga,
yeah.
whichever one fits.
Yes.
Yeah, so firstly, I said inspiring because you're a teacher by profession, right?
Yes, please.
Then now tell us about what got my interest is a side hustle. Tell us about that.
Oh, I'm a towel fixer. Actually, I don't know how many there are in Zambia, but I only know myself.
Females, eh?
Yes, but mainly I don't. It's a side hustle that I discovered in 2018 with the help of Raymond Mlongo. He's the one who helped me to discover. Then the young man, Joseph, helped me learning. Like he taught me everything.
Okay.
Yes.
So how did you say, okay, this is good, I'll continue? Because ladies don't normally do that. Didn't you feel some type of way at some point, like, but I'm going or something?
Critics that the critics that were coming, especially from the closest people that I used to hold so dear by then, made me almost to give up. But I looked at a lot of women in Zambia that are dominating in men's field. Then I was like, I can't give up. Then I looked at the money I received first. That was huge.
Yeah.
And then I looked at the data I touched. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
And then second, I was recognized by Push Women Network. I was like, hey, I've been teaching for too long. I've never been recognized. Then just touching this, I was shared on different social media platforms, TV stations. Then I was like, wow, need to pick up this. Then looked at a number of people that have been coming in my inbox, how I inspire them. Looking at the young girls that are just graduating from schools, they're saying they're looking up to me. It's something that I wouldn't want to give up.
That's nice. So are you willing to, like, so you've mentioned that you have young girls sending you messages, and obviously, are you willing to say, I can actually teach you this craft?
Yes, please. So as long as someone shows interest, I'm ready to teach people.
Nice. We wish you all the best.
I appreciate it.
Okay, so you can just give us your how people can find you, maybe if they need to hire you for business, and those that would want to maybe learn or work with you, how do they get in touch with you?
Okay, on Facebook, it's Mbanga Mwansa. You just find the profile tail. There are towels, there's a title there. Then you can also reach me on 0971 699678.
Nice. Okay, thank you so much for coming through, and we wish you all the best. Very impressive, and I don't believe in how you're making your money, whether if you have dirty hands, at least you're making clean money.
Very much.
That's important.
Thank you so much for hosting me.
Thank you. Alrighty, guys, so that's our next big thing, and let's be inspired. She's a teacher, she went to school, but hey, she found a side hustle and she's doing so well. Like you said, she said she received a lot of money. She didn't tell us how much, but obviously it's money that you never got in your other profession, right?
In my life, I've never.
See? So don't think about what people are going to say. As long as it's clean money, the most important thing is, are you making clean money out of whatever you're doing, and keep pushing. So this has been our next big thing. Welcome back. I'm still chatting with Nezlong. So you talked about how your father is like you're understanding him now. You have kids, right?
Yeah, I do.
So you want to be the best dad that you can be.
I'm a good dad.
No doubt. You don't even want to doubt.
No doubt about it.
Yeah, you don't need somebody to testify. You can say it yourself.
Facts. Nobody has to say it. I know I'm a good dad.
That's good.
My kids are happy. They've got an amazing dad. They're blessed with a very good dad.
That's good. Are you in a relationship?
Relationship, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in a very stable relationship.
Oh, very stable. That is very focused. It's going
Focused.
to marriage.
Even Mlongwazi.
Anyway.
But for now, we're very stable. We're okay. We're good. We're good. We're growing.
Okay, that's good. That's good. You mentioned the reason why I even took you back to your mother is because I heard that you lost your mother at the time Van Damme was. And for me, that's the time I knew you, when Van Damme hit.
Yeah. That was like my entry year, 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah, I lost my mom on a day after her birthday. She passed on the day after her birthday, and she suffered like cervical cancer for like a year.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so like 2017 was like a hard year for me and our family. Like she was in and out of hospital, and you know how cancer treatment is like.
Yeah.
It was really a hard moment for all of us, but we tried to stay strong for her, and we pushed as much as we can to just make sure she recovers and you know. But unfortunately, in February, we lost her. We lost her on the 23rd of February. Her birthday was on the 22nd. Yeah, we lost her on the 23rd.
2018.
Immediately after she turned a year.
Oh, wow.
It's like she was just waiting to just... she was just waiting for her birthday.
To clock a year. And
yeah,
then
a year older and... Yeah.
That must have been hard. Because on one side, you're kind of celebrating your...
Yeah.
You're
like,
having a hit song that you've been
success
wanting
this
over...
side,
Yeah, and then this
on the
side
other
you lose
side,
somebody.
Yeah, and it taught me something. That was a year that I learned something, and I also kind of lost myself a little bit because I kind of ran away from my emotions and I focused on work. And because I was like, you know what? I've lost my mom, but the fact that I've lost her, I need to be strong. I need to be a man. I need to focus on making sure that her grandkids are safe and, you know.
Yeah.
I became like an abnormal workaholic, you know. I never allowed myself the process of like going through that phase.
The
like,
emotions
yeah,
and
my emotions. I set aside my emotions like strongly, to such an extent where I feel like even some people who were around me were a bit affected because, you know, like when you're just emotionless, it's just a bit. It's hard to relate to. It's only people who are very close to me who understood me and stood by me even through like those times, you know.
But have you ever come to terms, because it's very important that you eventually accept, I'm broken, if I have to break down, I break down, because that's part of the healing process.
True. That moment came in 2019 for me. The whole lot of 2018, I just pushed myself to say, let me work, let me cement my name in the industry, let me make some money for my kids, let me push my dreams and my goals right now. Because I was trying to run away from my emotions at the same time while I was trying to also make sure I become successful, you know what I mean? It only caught up in 2019 when I had flashes of these things, and you know, I started to give myself like time, reflect, talk to people, and it was really hard for me because I was really close to my mom, and you know, mommy's boy, last born.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really hard.
Yeah.
She was one person who, like, from the time we moved, even before we moved her back to Lusaka when she got sick, when she was in Luansha, whenever I felt like I needed somebody to talk to, abruptly I would start off like, journey to the copper belt, stay there. Yeah, stay there for a week, talk, you know, refresh, come back here, continue with the hustle. And then even when she came back, when she was in Lusaka, I would go hoot at her gate at 3 in the morning and she'll wake up.
I had a friend who used to do that.
And then she would punish me in such a way that when she opens the gate, I go into her house. She will make sure she brings all my nephews, nieces, and my kids at her house, and then she leaves home while I'm hangover probably. So
you take care.
Yeah, so I take care of them, and then I feel how it's like to be disturbed at an awkward hour when she's trying to rest.
Yeah, but those are good memories to keep, eh?
Yeah, very good memories.
That's good. And so your success, I think from Bandem, you haven't stopped. You keep giving us like good song after good song. Good song. How's that going for you?
Well, the one thing that I've focused on a lot more with my music is to first and foremost listen to people and listen to what they are listening to, and then give them something different from the usual that they always have, in a different type of sound. Like my genre is basically dance, but if you listen to every one of my music, you understand the fact that they don't sound the same.
No, they don't.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I want to bring out a different vibe and a different, even be it silly, cocky, sarcastic message. I want to bring it out differently on every project. You know what I mean? I want to bring out a different vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And for me, my biggest factor that I've always focused on more is doing good vibe, like good energy music. You know what I mean? I think it's because of what I went through in 2018. I have always imagined, what if there's somebody who's going through something like this, and then
make them happy.
Yeah, make them happy. Like, making people happy doesn't mean you have to just try not to remind them about the bad stuff that's happening. Tell them about silly things, like, you know what I mean? Some humor. you know? So somehow, even my music has been a bit on that lane, in as much as I also want to like tackle serious issues here and there, especially like with my past. I dropped an EP sometime last year in May. Yeah, I actually talked about some personal things about my life here and there on it. And right now I'm working on an album, and I've focused a little bit more on also coming up with like sensitive issues that people are going through.
When do we expect your album to drop?
To be honest with you, I don't know.
But at least it's in the process, it's in the making.
It's 70% done.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so my target is to make sure I record all the defining core songs of the album before end of year. Then I can probably do like add-ons as we start next year, but the theme of the whole album has to be done before end of year. Wow. You know what I mean? Because I'm on the right path with my brand, but I also want to align myself with a different side of my creativity besides what people know. You know what I mean? I don't want to be categorized in the same thing that people have known me for since 2018.
Okay.
Yeah. So in as much as I'm going to maintain that, I still want to bring out like a different type of
I'm
side.
curious
Yeah.
now.
A different side of me.
I'm curious. You know? Here's the thing. Let's talk about the friendships in the industry. You and Bobby East have been friends for long, and we still see your friendship even today. I think everyone knows you guys are close.
Yeah. That's my close youngster.
See, he's your best friend.
He's my youngster.
How about Drifter Trick? Are you guys good now?
He's a guy I know.
Are you guys good now? That's the question.
We've never been bad.
So when you sang in My Diary 8, when you said you do not F with people like him?
Well, I said
I don't know the...
I don't mess with him.
Yeah.
I didn't say I hate him.
Yeah.
I didn't say we are not good.
Yeah.
He's just over there doing his thing. I'm over here doing my thing. When we meet, we say, what's up, and we move.
What did he do that pissed you off so much?
Well,
I know I've tried to look for a reason. You've never said the reason, but I would love to know the reason. You're getting candid. Yeah.
Well, we just happened to cross paths, and I felt kind of disrespected.
Was it a girl?
Sad. So
what happened?
Me, when we cross paths with a girl, I'll go like,
Like we're sharing.
Yeah, but I didn't watch him fan of it. Anyway, it's life. You know? For me, disrespect is something that comes with somebody who probably just rubs me off the wrong way where my business is concerned. You know what I mean? I expect mutual respect where my art and my business is concerned. And then I think I kind of felt like he rubbed me off the wrong way, and I didn't take it too well. But right now, it's something that I'm over. I'm over it. I'm over it.
You still haven't said anything.
Like, it's not something that I would be comfortable to start talking about right now. It's something that is down the drain, because he's my nigga. We're good now.
No,
we're good.
We're good. It's like, whatever.
We're good.
So the good is, okay, when we meet, we can say hi.
No, we're good. We sit down.
You're lying.
We can drink from the same bottle.
You're lying. That sounds like a whole lie.
No, it's not a lie. I don't lie.
What is the name? Tell me I was asking you, like, what are your real names? And then you said...
Martin Moyo.
Martin Moyo.
Yeah.
Where did Nezlong come from?
Well, because I'm a long human being to start with. Yeah, everything on me is very long. And Nez comes from Martinez.
Okay.
Yeah, so we got the Nez from Martinez. And then Long comes from once upon a time in my young life.
Yes,
I was in my young life, I was very skinny and tall. So, like in boarding school, people used to make fun of me, calling me Long.
Okay.
You know, and it used to piss me off, like so bad. you know. And then one time I got in trouble. I fought with, I think I was in grade 9. I fought with a prefect in grade 12 for using that term on me. And then actually I had to call my mom. My mom was summoned to school to come and hear that. And then, well, she was upset with me and whatnot, but after that she just told me, you know what, when people are using terms about shaming you or saying anything that you really are, just adopt the name and they'll have nothing to use against you.
Yeah, that's true.
Since then I've been Nezlong.
So the rumors we heard about Nezlong, where the name came from, they are all just...
Well, they're assumptions, but it depends on what they see that is long.
Okay, so we're about to close, and I'm just thinking, you're not a soccer fan, right?
No, I know nothing.
I noticed there's a video Bobby is posted, and he wanted to give you money just to mention another player.
Yeah, apart from Patson Daka from
Leicester
City. Yeah, and
You are for basketball, eh?
yeah, basketball is my thing.
So football, it's got nothing on you.
Football, but well, of late, because his team has been losing, I've been following all their games. So I just remind him, like, Buta, why are you still watching this if it breaks your heart?
Yeah. Anyway, Nezlong, it was nice chatting with you. And we're waiting for the album.
Definitely, it's coming very soon. And definitely, the determining factor to me dropping my album is I'm trying to attain a certain level of influence with my brand. That's when I feel like people will be ready to accept the type of content that I've prepared for them.
By the way, how is it going with Kempi?
Kempi, we good.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's, I think that was like my major breakthrough in my career. The time I got signed to Kempi. Kempi is the first record label I ever got signed to, apart from the record label that I owned, Blackout Media.
So Blackout Media now is gone.
Still alive. Yeah, but we focused on, we are focused on building producers. I feel like with the fact that now, like before I decided to go back to the mic, I was managing Dave and Stash and everybody under Blackout. And when I felt like they got to a certain level where now they can handle themselves and they can pick up people who actually are very familiar with the industry beyond what I know, I decided to go back to the mic as well and just record a song and push my own music. And my first attempt was Van Damme and it worked out. You know what I mean? So right now, the fact that I'm trying to focus on myself as an artist, not as a record label co-owner, because now we're partners with Stash. I want to focus more on promoting myself as an artist. I feel like I don't have time to give attention to a person I would sign under Blackout as an artist as well. Right now we have Vincenzo signed under Blackout, and I feel he's the only person who I can still have time for and say, hey, let's go do this, let's push your music this way and that way.
Yeah.
But for another artist to sign and push, I would honestly be lying to that person. But with producers, I know we can coexist. While I'm pushing my music, they are working on improving their beats and whatnot and finding a way to promote them. That way, no artist will come and complain to me and say, hey, you brought me under your wing and you ain't doing nothing for me, you know? Yeah, until I get to a certain level and I feel like, okay, at this point, I can now bring in somebody. I know how to handle myself at this level and whatnot, because we learn every day, you know?
How's the pressure from the ladies? I hear ladies like you.
Do they?
So I hear.
Do you?
I don't know if I'm the ladies.
Well, thanks to all the ladies that like me. I like them too.
Like they like you, like they just want a piece of you, kind of. Like.
Well, I mean, in this business, if you're not focused on what you want and what you're here for, you drop. And I'll tell you something, you cannot go under every skirt that presents itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Any last words?
Well, first and foremost, I'd like to say thanks to all my fans and followers out there for supporting my music and having my back through thick and thin. It's been rough for me. It's been good. It's been everything. But at the end of the day, every time I open my socials, every time I step out in the streets, I see people showing me love. I see people showing me hate. Some of the hate that I see on social media, I can actually tell that, oh, okay, this person doesn't hate me. What they are trying to do is just have the most likes on their comment.
Yeah.
So it's all love. I love you too. Keep doing that. I need that. I need that. And some of what people say is like positive criticism. So we pick on some of that stuff and some but I love you. I love you. Thank you very much and keep supporting me. I've got an amazing album coming up for you people and you're gonna love it. Trust me.
Nice. I can't wait. The way you've been describing it, I'm curious. I really want to hear something from the album. But I'm sure we'll get some singles before the album drops.
Yeah.
Or it's on you.
You're going to have some singles. I'll officially start dropping singles from the album next year.
Okay.
But this year, I'm just closing off with a bunch of collabos and my official single this month end.
Okay. Waiting. With a video?
Yeah, it drops with a music video, and then there's maybe 3 other collabos that I'm on, and I decided I want to direct these collabos with some artists, so that I just want to also have a wider network as I grow, as I'm moving towards the release of my album.
Oh, smart.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Yes.
You want me back here tomorrow? I can come.
No problem. Just come through and tell us everything that we're asking, like what did Drifter Tech really do? Alrighty guys, I'll be chatting with Daddy Long here. I hope you enjoyed the interview. Remember to keep subscribing to the channel and I hope you've enjoyed this chat. From me, your girl Hellen. Bye-bye.